is going on, everybody? Hope everybody is having a lovely Sunday. Unfortunately, we are on here with not the greatest of news. As you guys can tell from the title, there's a lot going on in California right now, and all over the United States, if I'm being real. California just seems to be like the hot spot that's going on right now. But, this is it's a sad day in America, man. I honestly feel like the shit that's going on right now in America is it's uncomfortable to talk about. Just because I know a lot of people who are in the same situation, and it's unfortunate, guys, that this is what we've come to. And I won't talk too much about it, but let me just go ahead and switch over here so you guys can kind of see what's going on right now, because there are live protests happening in downtown LA in front of the federal building. And I think it's really important that we basically spread awareness to what's going on right now. So I am going to switch over here real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let's put up the volume. Let me actually turn down the TV volume so it doesn't interfere and give you guys an echo. So give me a second. I should probably monitor it in my headset. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Give me 1 second, guys. Again, this is live right now. This is happening in downtown LA. For those of you guys who
say that the protest yesterday happened without incident, which is obviously at odds with what we're hearing from the US federal government. Donald Trump making that to send in these National Guards. You really is a tense situation at the moment. We are expecting further protests throughout the day. But right now, there's just a bit of a standoff between these protesters.
Uphold the Constitution!
Gathering a bit behind the back. No, and that is really interesting. One thing that we've been reporting this morning is the fact that the Homeland Security Secretary Christy hasn't said those locations where
Look at what she's doing now! 1944, June 6th! Normandy! Remember your history!
Testing. Okay, there we go. For some reason I muted the audio.
If they rush us, they are rushing us into incoming traffic.
So, alright, I think we can switch back now.
No justice! No peace! No justice!
What do Elmer, Jimmy, and Marcus have in common? They all grew their businesses with Fiverr freelancers. Whether it's for building a new e-commerce store, seeking marketing or business concentration, boosting performance with a variety of AI services, or even if they're an
right now, guys.
No justice!
It's unfortunate that this is what's happening right now.
No justice!
But let's just go ahead and watch the live feed here for a second.
Stay vigilant! Observe your surroundings!
Again, this is happening downtown LA in front of the federal building. Trump has deployed National Guard troops to Camp Pendleton as well as LA.
Hey! To
And,
the one!
I feel like this is kind of a show of force. He did this against the will of the Californian government. This was something that Gavin Newsom did not approve or did not want to happen. He actually made a comment saying that this is just creating a spectacle. And I agree, it's to bring out National Guard troops. Granted, again, I always try to talk about these things from a very unbiased point of view. I don't want to be pro one side, pro the other. Obviously, this situation in itself. Poor lady, she's out here crying. Oh man.
Water on that end over there.
That's rough. But obviously this is very near and dear to me, as well as a lot of people that I know. And it's really unfortunate that this is where we've come to. But again, I do try to comment on these things without being pro one side versus the other. I don't agree with what's happening out here with these National Guards and ICE raids and everything that's going on with immigration right now. I don't agree with that whatsoever. But I will say that, the reason why the National Guard is here now is simply because there's been violence within the protests yesterday. We've had, some of the protesters throwing things at the ICE agents. We had one guy get run over yesterday. Well, he didn't get run over, but he was in front of a car. I'm sure you guys seen this video already by now. It's all over social media and everything. But literally, he's trying to stop the ICE agent in front, and I guess they might have had somebody in the car and he was trying to stop them, but basically pushed him onto the ground. He smacked his head. It looked like he got knocked out, in all honesty. But yeah, guys, this is what's happening right now. And look at my boy. He's setting up to barbecue right now. He's planning on being there all day. But you guys tell me what you think. Comment in. Tell me if you guys agree with what's going on right now, or if this is just too much and we should be doing less. Should our people feel the way we feel? I agree that these guys should be out here protesting. But what I don't agree with is that Trump is trying to have a show of force and basically scare us. I think this kind of thing, and I almost feel like he's doing it to provoke a response. I know that sounds crazy, and I've been talking about this to Lou. If it keeps going like this, man, and like this type of show of force is gonna happen and violence is happening, whether it's one side to the other, it's gonna create a situation where we're gonna end up basically starting a civil war. And I'm kind of listening into what they're saying. This lady's been going off. I don't know if you guys noticed, but she's got a dinosaur costume on. I'm not sure what that's about. But she legit has a dinosaur costume on. But yeah, she's been going in, man. There's this guy. Look, I think she's going after him right now. There's this guy, Joe, that I actually seen his lives the last time we were having protests when all the ICE raids and things like that started, which is, I don't know, a couple months back now, when we did our immigration episode. This guy, IRT Media, I actually watched his stream on some of the protests that was happening at the time, and everybody was saying that this guy's a fascist and that he's, basically against immigration, but he's out there posing as if he is. So I don't know him. I don't know if that's the truth, but this is not the first person that said this about him, so I don't know. I even commented on his video, on his live when he was streaming, because he was getting good coverage. He wasn't really saying much as far as like anything against the protesters or like, seeming like he was kind of hating, but everybody's saying that he is. I don't know. IRT Media, what's up, man? Are you a fascist, or are you pro-immigration? Are you against immigration? What is it? What's going on, guy? I just want to know, just because, again, this is now the second time I've heard it from somebody who was there during his stream. And it kind of seems like the case, because, one person saying it, then another person saying it, and yeah, this lady's been going off on him. But, man, I've been hearing a lot of horror stories since these raids started. And, man, it's scary. I literally heard that they're keeping immigrants in the basement and not giving them no food, not giving them water. I even heard that there was a pregnant lady that they had to basically medically take out of there because she was, I guess, not in a good position. And so because of that, they took her out, but her husband, they left there even though he was an American citizen. they kept them there, and again, they're saying that they're really giving them limited water and limited food. So, we don't really know what's going on behind closed doors, guys. I can only speculate based on the things that I'm hearing, but I'm not one to spread any false information, and I don't want to ever be that guy. So this is just me commentating on what I'm seeing, and it's a sad thing, man. I really think that the fact that we have to cover this right now is a sad thing. We should be united. I really think that, and I have reservations about President Trump. I'm not going to get too political here, but I do have reservations about him, as well as I know he's done certain things for this country that might be in benefit, but I'll be honest with you, the first presidency he had, there was a lot of chaos happening, and now we're not even a year in with him back in the presidency, and there's more chaos happening. So, I feel like he's he's bringing about some type of energy in the world. And I think that's what's scary here, because, again, this show of force can definitely be taken in a different context, I think. And all it takes is for somebody to get hurt on the civilian side, and I think it's just going to rage all-out warfare in the streets of LA right now. I mean, so far it's been peaceful from what I've been seeing. It's just starting to ramp up right now, and I'm covering under, I think this is New York Post that's following this right now, so that's the stream I'm watching. Hopefully that's not a problem. I don't know if I'm not too familiar with the copyrights there, but I mean, this is everywhere, guys. I mean, some of the smallest streamers to the biggest streamers are out there covering this right now, so we are disseminating news right now, so I don't think that should be a problem with copyright issues. But again, this is crazy. I think, just like we were seeing it happen a few months back, I think it's about to be bigger this time around, because, again, families are being taken. Parents are being taken from their kids. And I think, I even told Lou, again, I don't like to speculate on things like this, but it just seems like the direction we're heading. They're saying, the whole anchor baby thing, that they're, at some point that they want to push towards that, but I mean, if, let's just say he decides, anchor baby's got to go too. Do you know the type of chaos that shit is going to cause? Like, not just in LA, the whole of the United States. But let's be real, we're on the border of Mexico, right? We're on the border of most Central American countries, and Mexico's the front line. I don't think that if they start doing things toward anchor babies, that it's going to end there. Again, I don't try to incite anything. I just think that this is wild. I think it's scary, and we should really keep our eyes open right now. Again, right now it seems very peaceful, but then again, how can things be so peaceful when you got one side of the crowd with just cameras and signs, and then the other side you got guys with guns and riot masks, and looking like a straight ass militia ready to go. You know what I mean? It's scary. This is scary. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think. You think this is good? Think it's gonna get worse? Anybody feel how I feel? Because I feel like it's gonna get bad. I mean, the last time, if I can remember correctly, the last time National Guard was sent to deal with anything here in California was 2020. Was it 2020? Yeah, during George Floyd. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was George Floyd that they sent him when we were having riots because people were looting. And again, another situation where it's like you take an honorary thing that you're doing, and then you're rioting and looting and taking shit, and like that's what creates a problem. So like I think if people keep it peaceful the way it's been so far, it should be okay. But I was just watching some of the streams from yesterday, some of the protests, and people were like throwing rocks and at the ICE agents and officers, and that shit does not help nobody, guys. Like, if we're trying to get our voice heard, I think we should go protest, but peacefully. We said this the last time we had protests. Like, go do it. Go let your voice be heard, but peacefully. Inciting violence is only going to make this situation worse, especially for immigrants and people who are pro. Hey, what's going on, man? Mr. Juice, what it do, man? How you doing today? That's a pretty crazy name. Mr. Juice the Beetle. But yeah, man, welcome in. Tell me what you think, bro. How you feeling about these protests? What side are you on? Or do you feel like there should be no sides? Do you think we should just all unite? That's how I feel. I feel like we should just, watching from Fresno, hey, that's what's up, man. I work in Fresno all the time. I'm in SoCal, but work up in Fresno, Modesto, Sacramento, all that area. But yeah, man, what do you think about this whole thing? What do you think is going on right now? I think, this is a sensitive subject for a lot of people who obviously have immigrant families and who might be an immigrant themselves. So scary, definitely scary. But we're hoping that today just stays peaceful, guys. I think that's ultimately what we want, right? I don't think nobody wants to incite violence for no reason. But I also think that some of these protesters who are out there, they're not just protesting. Some of them who are out there are just like angry about this situation. And I mean, it might be due to their background or their family. Like, I agree. Like, I get it, Be angry, man, but like peacefully say what you need to say. But that's cool as hell though, Fresno. Anybody else though? You guys, I see 20 of you guys in here, 24 of y'all. You guys chime in. Let me know what you guys think. I'm very curious. I'm curious. There's gonna be some hate comments in here for sure. There's always somebody who just disagrees with one side or the other. I encourage people to voice their opinions, but at the same time, be mindful. Like, I'm not here to spread hate. I'm here to try to really unite the United States because it's literally in our country's name, the United States, guys. Like, we should unite. This should not be something that divides us. And let's be real. Immigrants have built this country, as well as the natives that were here before. So. Yeah, you know what? And I agree with that, man. Stupor, I mean. I do agree with that. Like, again, I was just saying it not too long ago. I really don't think that we should be out there inciting violence, because there's a way to get your voice heard. And I do agree that we should honestly do it peacefully. So yeah, I agree. That's completely wrong. Even the guys who are throwing rocks at the ice cars as they're taking off from, I think it was Paramount. I think that shit is crazy. Like, again, we get this stuff is sensitive, man, and we get that people are affected by this personally. Some more than most, but that doesn't mean go out there and just create a bigger problem. Like, if anything, it's just gonna make Trump crack down harder. Like, we shouldn't do that. Support the criminals. Hardworking people and family-oriented people should be treated. Bro, I agree. I agree with you, Mr. Juice. 100%, man, because I myself was not born here, and I get it. I went through the paces and did what I had to do, but at the end of the day, man, there are people who come here who's never committed a crime, never been arrested, such as myself, who actually contribute to the economy and, have no intentions on being here doing anything wrong. And the reality is everybody's liable right now, and I think that's what the bigger issue here. I think that's why people are really protesting, because yes, there are lots of criminals out there. There are a lot of immigrant criminals that are out here doing the worst. Get rid of them. Don't let them come back. I agree. Yeah, exactly, man. Ridiculous fight. Man, again, I try not to be super political on my channel, but it's hard to like not bring politics into this because so many people have hate towards Trump. But I think Trump is just doing everything like every other president does, you know. Yes, I believe he might be making some rash choices at the moment, but he's also got a lot to deal with too. I mean, we got a lot going on right now. The war in Gaza, the war in Ukraine, you know, tariffs, immigration policies, these raids and these protests. There's a lot going on. And it's really up to us to like watch and pay attention and be well informed on what's going on in our country. You know, America is a beautiful place, man, and everybody wants to be here. So I get why immigrants want to come. Said fuck Trump taco. Man. Hey, you know what? Again, you guys are more than welcome to voice your opinions here. I'm not against anybody. This is a free world, free country, and you're more than welcome to absolutely voice your opinions, man. This is what we encourage, you know, freedom of speech. That's part of what makes this country beautiful, is that we do have those amendments. We do have those rights. So, yeah, man, I hear you. Absolutely, I hear you. Damn, you said tacos, though. Now I'm hungry. Fuck. Damn. Now I want some tacos. Speaking on it, immigration and stuff, man, Hispanic people make the best fucking tacos. I don't care what you say. Some of the best tacos in the world. If you guys ever in LA and you know Western and Slauson, but no, not Western and Slauson, sorry. Slauson and the 110 freeway, go to Guicho's. Trust me, get the Pastor tacos. Fire. I never steer you wrong, so go check them out. Called Guicho's. It's a little truck on the corner. I promise you won't be disappointed. Man, now I want tacos, damn it. Thank you, Ridiculous. I appreciate you. Now you made me hungry. Huge crowd coming from Boyle Heights going to the Federal Building. Damn, see, like this. G-Rated, thank you for that, man. I appreciate you. You know, I do hope that we turn out in numbers, and I do hope that it stays peaceful. I hope that people are doing this for the right cause, because at the end of the day, like, people are being affected, man. Again, families are being broken apart. People are being starved out, from what I hear, in these detention camps that they got going on. You know, you gotta think some of us are out here working hard, trying to support a family, and you know, we got mouths to feed, and it sucks that, you know, this is what's going on. Notice you passed my comment. That is not of your favor. What'd you say? Let me go back, bro. I might have missed it. Let me see. No, actually, I didn't. N2. So go ahead and put your comment again, bro. I'm looking back and I don't see it. So far I got Mr. Juice, I got Stupor, I got Ridiculous, I got G-Rated, and yours is the first time I'm seeing yours. So rewrite it again, bro. I say what you guys want to say. You know, I'm here being non-biased. I'm not trying to pick one side or the other. I'm here trying to support united peoples. You know, united we stand. There's a reason why it's in our country's motto and our song and everything. You know, it's in our name. And I think it's important that we don't spread hate. And you know, if you feel slighted in any way, if I didn't see it coming, because like I said, I'm looking back right now and I don't see it. You could even look back in the comments for you guys. If you guys see it, I don't see it. But definitely rewrite it again, man. I'm curious what you had to say. Again, there's no hate here, man. I'm trying to unite people, and I want people to really have their voice heard. And you know, this is a platform that people can definitely do that on. Oh shit, we got cars revving up now. It's about to get crazy. Hopefully you guys can hear me well too. I'm monitoring on my headphones, but I also have the TV very low so you guys don't get an echo. So I'm really not hearing what's going on the TV. Damn. Rhonda Diaz, get them the hell out of our country. Yeah, you're probably about to get some flack for that. Not from me, but from the rest of us who might not feel that way. But hey, again, Rhonda, you are more than welcome to your opinion. I think I'm definitely not on that opinion. I do believe that immigrants and Hispanic culture has really benefited this country. So She said, "Bring it." I hear you, girl. I hear you. Again, you're entitled to your opinion. I feel no types of way about what you got to say. I do feel like this is America. It's freedom of speech. You got the freedom of press. You got, many amendments. And it's important that we get to exercise them. So by all means, Rhonda, go ahead, say your spiel. That's what we're here for. Again, I'm here to unite. That's what I'm here for. I do believe that this country is built off the backbone of not only immigrants but people who came and colonized and made it what it is. So at the end of the day, let's be real. No country has ever started just from no types of war or colonization. It's everywhere. It's not just about Hispanic. Definitely, man. I mean, it's not. I agree, but this is what's it called? Anti-protest for Hispanics. So I think that's the only reason I'm referencing them. But yeah, it's not. This is again United States. I'm preaching for everybody. Time to rebuild. That's all infrastructure, so we can't hear that excuse. Hey, I hear you, and that's the beautiful part about going further. Things are constantly changing. Technology is always upgrading, so it makes sense that the infrastructure has to rebuild. But let's also be honest with ourselves too. A majority of the workforce that's going to build that future infrastructure will be Hispanic as well, not just Americans. I feel like Americans. I think, look, again, we're all smart in our own right. I just think that we can't rule out one or the other person. I think we're all here trying to build towards the same thing, or at least I hope we will try. It's a crazy world that we're living in right now, guys. Really, I really truly do think so. And this is why I have this podcast channel. I want people to come in here, say their piece, say how they feel. It's important that we do that. Again, express your First Amendment, people. It's God-given right here. So keep on doing it, people. I appreciate you guys for commenting. All the comments, I love all of them.
Business?
None of it bothers me. I hope nobody feels offended by anything I might be saying. Again, I just feel like we should definitely voice our opinions, whether it's good, bad, ugly, whatever the case is. Just voice it. Damn, my homegirl came with her gas mask. She ready. See, she might be inciting some violence because she got her gas mask ready. That's crazy. She's been going off on one of the other streamers over there. This guy called IRT Media. Everybody keeps trashing him and saying he's a fascist and some other shit, but I don't know the guy. And when we rebuild, get paid reasonable wage to afford living, competing with someone who will do it cheaper and send it to another place. Yeah, I hear you. I can agree with that, but I also can agree with the other side as well, because there are some people who out there are just lazy and don't want to do the work. And there's some people who come in and do whatever it takes to get some type of money. But I agree with that too. I might have I'll save that for the podcast, because there's another opinion I have as to why our wages are low. But I'll save that for the podcast, because that can come off a little tough. So you guys stay tuned for the future podcast. For sure, we'll talk about that. But Big Joe, I hear you, man. I hear you, brother. And you do got a point, because there are some people who are sorry if you guys hear that, but you're right. There is a lot of people who come in and absolutely will do the job for much cheaper and sending it back to their country because they still have family there or their kids are there, and that is a thing. That's not just from out of nowhere. So I agree with you. But I don't think that's for the majority of people. I think people really do come here in the hopes of building a better future and getting away from whatever troubles they might have in their country, and vice versa. I mean, people immigrate from the United States to other places all the time, but I don't hear them saying we need to go back where we come from. You know what I mean? But again, I don't really travel out the country, so I wouldn't know. But I'm just saying that, again, I try to look at things from both sides of the coin. But I'm very interested to see how this is going to go today, for sure. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I know I am. I'm chilling. About to probably get in the pool a little bit later. We'll see. Having myself a little drink, you know. I live both my pops was deported 3 times. Currently, damn, he was deported 3 times. Yeah, I agree. We have to do it right, Big Joe. And this is what I'm saying, man. Like, look, this is one thing I will agree with Trump on. We need to stop immigrants from coming in, right? We do need to stop that. Because, you know, it's creating a problem. Like, the infrastructure can't last long if we just have, you know, hundreds and hundreds of thousands just coming in every year and, you know, creating this economic decline. We do have to stop it. But I think for the ones who are here, whether they cross illegally or legally, I think they need to figure out what they need to do to make sure that they're contributing to the country, for one, paying their taxes, you know, being law-abiding citizens. It's not sustainable for any country in the world. I agree, and you're absolutely right, Stupid. You're absolutely right, because it's not sustainable. And if right now, again, like I said, the one thing I agree on when it comes to this immigration policy with Trump is that we do need to fortify our borders, because if people just keep coming in, getting kicked out, coming back in, it's creating a big problem. And then we're not only that, but we're putting so much money towards, you know, border patrol and keeping them out. And like, if we're just doing that and they're just coming back in, like, we're really putting the money towards nothing if it's just not stopping anything. So I agree with that. And you're right, it won't sustain anything. Excuse me. This is why I love doing these types of lives, because when people like you guys come in and you guys comment, give your opinions, we get to look at everybody's feelings about it and facts about it. You know, it's a good thing. Just ignore the law, the Constitution, plain English. Difference between illegal and actual legal citizenship is not about opinions, it's about facts. I agree with that. Again, I'm not saying that opinions don't matter or it matters over law, because obviously the law and the Constitution is absolutely going to be first and foremost. That's with anything. So I agree with you. And I don't think it should be ignored at all. At the end of the day, I try to unite people. And if there are people who are out there trying to cause chaos, whether it's from, you know, the government or from these protesters, I don't agree with it at all. I think we need to, if we're going to voice our opinions, voice it peacefully. I don't think we should incite any type of violence. And I do think we need immigration reform. Absolutely. Because what's going on now is clearly not working, and this is the reason why we have this whole situation in the first place. So I think it does need to be reformed. We need to come to some type of conclusion about this. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem. You know, I think I can speak for most Americans. You know, we love this country. It's a beautiful place to be, and there's a reason why people want to come here. You know, United States is known as one of the most powerful powers in the world. So I think that's a statement, you know, and it's a beautiful thing that people want to come here, but I agree that we need to do it right. We can't just let anybody just come up in here because they just want to come up in here. Like, that's not how it works. This dude, I'm looking at his bag, he's about to drop his, yep, he dropped. I was looking at his bag. He's about to drop his freaking canteen that he did. I was like, nah. Man. But so far it seems peaceful, so that's a good thing. You know, and hopefully it keeps staying that way. We have no more problems. You know, I don't agree with any of the violent shit that any of these protesters have been doing in the last couple of days. It's not helping anything. this is the problem. It's like you're out there protesting for something and for change, but then you're over here being exactly what they are trying to stop. You know what I mean? That shit makes no sense. So let's do better. Let's do better. Absolutely. But like I was saying, I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Hopefully, we have a nice work week. I know I got a full one coming up. I gotta be in a couple different states this coming week, so I'm gonna be all over the place. So I'm enjoying this last day off before shit starts getting crazy for this next week of work. Looking forward to it though. Gotta make that money. Got bills to pay. So yeah, hopefully everybody's good. You guys come back. If you guys are new here, if nobody's been here, you guys come back, man. Come back. Check us out. We have podcasts. We've been slacking on it lately. Simply because work has been crazy, and then on top of that, the computer wanted to take a shit on me, so I had to fix that. What did you say, Stupor? Our U.S. military is a melting pot of people. Sucks they become the target of this. I agree, man. And this is what I'm saying, man. It's like, this is why I don't choose sides in this situation, because exactly what you just said, Stupor. We have so many diverse people in our military, and you got these guys who are here standing right here protecting this thing. It's their job. Like, they have been called. This is their duty to serve their country. So how are they just become targets just because these protesters feel like they're acting on their own impulse? No, they're taking orders. You know what I mean? And we can't knock these people for that. And again, we can't knock the protesters for feeling how they feel. But again, they should not be being violent when these guys are just doing their jobs. And I love my military. My brother served in the Army, so. Stupor, you have a lot of good points, man. Everybody in here who's been commenting, I appreciate y'all. We're here to have an open discussion and just to shed light on what's going on right now. So it seems, let's see. Yeah, see, exactly. They're just, man, Stupor. You're hitting it right on the head, man. You're absolutely right. These guys are probably just kicking back, enjoying their family and their fruits of their labor, and they get a call, and again, this is what they signed up for, so they just got to show up. They don't have a choice in the matter. Like, just like we got to do our job to pay our bills, they got to do the same. So I don't think they should be the target of angry protesters. You know what I mean? This is why I advocate for peaceful protesting. That's more important. That's how you get a point across. If you want change, be peaceful. Figure out the laws and protest properly. We got a lot of news out there too, though. Yeah, Stupor, you've been hitting on the nail on the head, man. You've been good insights for sure. I appreciate you for your comments. I know Rhonda was in here earlier. I don't know if she's still in here. I know she was like, send them all back. I like, again, I'm not bashing her for her comment, but I also think that there's a point where ignorance in the United States is a big problem, or around the world, really. I think we should be educated, and I think, she has the right to say what she wants, but I don't think that is the rightful answer, if I'm being honest. And it's not that I'm against her. Again, she has the freedom to say whatever she wants. But I think that contributes. The same way these guys are being violent in their protests, that contributes to a bigger problem. In the same way us saying, well, just send them back. That, deport them all. Like, not all of these people are like, so, some people were brought here from their parents, was born here, and now their parents are the ones being deported. You know what I mean? Like, some of us don't have the option. Like, it was never something they planned on having in their family. It's just how they grew up. So all of them shouldn't go back. Some people were brought here when they were children, like literal 2-3-year-old. Did they have a say in the matter when they were that young? And this is why I say, I think when you say just send them all back, I think that's like a very blanket statement. I think we should be more mature and be able to have a more like intellectual conversation. I don't know. Again, not trashing her, because I don't want her to feel like that. I just voicing my opinion. You know what I mean? So, but man, look at them. They're ready. Bro, if it was anything like yesterday, they're definitely popping off pepper balls and rubber bullets for sure. So you know, fingers crossed, guys, and praying to God that, you know, this doesn't become that. Is that Department of Homeland Security? I think it is, right? DHS? Yeah, I think it is. I know yesterday they had, or was that earlier today or yesterday? What part is illegal? I don't understand. Well, I mean, for one, these people came in illegally, or the ones that they're trying to get out. And I think that's what this whole protest is about. But look, again, there's laws, people. You should not cross over illegally. You should do it legally. We gotta abide the laws. If we're not abiding the laws, then, you know, this is the kind of shit that happens right here. This protest is exactly because of people not abiding the law. There's freedoms in place to protect us, but those freedoms go out the window when you become violent and you come here and choose to do criminal shit. If you get, like, at minimum, if you're gonna legally cross over here, come here and contribute, pay taxes. Do your part. Don't be a fucking criminal. That's what I'm against. I'm against criminals. People who come here just to fuck shit up. Just to reap off the benefits of the United States. Agreed. Agree. Apply for citizenship. There's many ways to do it. Oh shit, they're wrapping up here. Oh shit. Oh, it's about to get hot, guys. It's about to get hot, guys. They're getting ready with riot shows. Big Joe, I did see your comment. I agree. They should apply. There's many legal ways to do it. Oh man, it's about to get crazy, guys. Riot shields are coming out. Oh man. Again, prayers for everybody who's out there, that everybody's safe. Our troops, National Guard, including the protesters, you know, all the media people out there. Prayers for everybody out there, because we don't want violence. Cash Patel, yeah. You know what? I've been seeing a few things about him, and he's actually very well informed. And I'll definitely take that into consideration and watch more things about Cash Patel. There's a reason why he's in office right now. Stupra, I'm telling you, man, I love that you have really good talking points, bro. You can tell you're well informed. Big Joe too. You guys, everybody's been commenting. Like, you know, I appreciate anybody's input, but when you have good comments that come in and it's not, you can tell where you're coming from. I get it. You know, so I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you guys. So I've been sitting here taking notes about a lot of things that's been going on around California specifically. Here we go, guys. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Wow. All right, people, just peacefully back up. Back up, people. Like, don't cause it. I can see you here. Hey, yeah, you're welcome, stupid. Anytime, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I got shoved. Did you get shot? Or is a lady? Did she get shot or did she fall? I didn't catch it. Oh, he's getting shoved. Yep. People are getting shoved. Oh, man. It's getting crazy, guys. Getting crazy. Stupid. Next time I'm in Fresno, bro, I'm gonna hit you up. Still have beer. My guy's always out there. If you drink, of course. I got you. First round's on me. It seems like they're just kind of creating a perimeter around the federal building. It doesn't seem like they're just trying to shove them in. I mean, they might try to move them a little further, but they definitely have a blockade going on. They're expanding the blockade because it was right on the sidewalk. Now it's out into the street. So, oh man. This is wild. This is wild. Guys, if anybody's out there in the protest, be safe. Don't be stupid. Hey, this is not what we want, you know what I mean? I don't want people getting hurt. Just listen to their directives, man. Like, don't be stupid. Bro, those look like paintball guns. Are they paintball guns with pepper pellets or what? Oh man, see, like this guy, bro. Like, come on, man. You're tarnishing the American flag, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like that? Is that a guy or lady? What is that? Of course, and then of course he's playing for the other side. Okay. Bro, like, that is a crime. Come on, man. That's the kind of ignorance that I'm against during these protests. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Look at him. You look like a fool fucking stepping on the American flag, man. Like, this is why they don't want you in this country, because you're sitting here tarnishing the American flag, bro. Like, come on. Wow. If you feel that way about this country, then you should fucking go back where you came from. No offense, and again, these are my people too. I'm Hispanic too. You know, but if you really don't like this place to the point of stepping on the American flag, then you should fucking go back, bro. Like, come on. This doesn't help the case for the people who are peacefully out here trying to protest. And I'm sure a lot of people who are out there protesting feel the same exact way. Like, come on, bro. Like, don't fuck it up for the rest of us. Wow. That's crazy, man. Guys like that just does not help the situation. I'm gonna shut up for a quick second so you guys can hear what's going on. Yeah, they're ready. I'm actually curious why they're pushing them from the federal building. I'm assuming they just don't want to be in the federal building. It's a prison for Trump. Oh shit. Yep. It's getting crazier, guys. It is getting crazier, guys. Holy shit. Dr. M, yeah, man. Same thing I just said. What the fuck? Oh shit, that's what's happening. They're bringing in the paddy wagons, guys. Border Patrol. Yeah, they're bringing in paddy wagons, guys. I think they got, if anything, they might just have people detained already, and they're bringing them in. Damn. Riot vehicles, armored vehicles, paddy wagons. Damn, imagine it is Trump. Nah, I don't think they're not gonna bring Trump down here. They're not gonna risk his life like that. They know there's a lot of angry people right now. These are the paddy wagons, guys. I think these are detainees. I think they do have immigrants in these paddy wagons. I think, and now I see why they were pushing out the people off the sidewalk. They just needed the area cleared, basically. What do you say? There goes this idiot again. Again, guys, if you're gonna protest for something, especially when it comes to being in a country that you live in, like they're flipping this guy off. Don't go and step on the country's flag. Like, that is just stupid. That's ridiculous. Yeah, they're deep right now. They are deep right now, guys. It's getting crazy. He said, what, AR-15s yet? Bro, I don't know. It's getting crazy right now. Maybe burn tires. Oh, they're definitely going to do that. Every one of these protests, there's always somebody out there spinning out, doing donuts, being crazy. For sure. That's going to happen. I just hope it doesn't get any more violent than this. I mean, they haven't really shot at anybody so far. So far, they've only been like shooting at the ground to just kind of disperse the crowd, and it seems like they're doing it just because they wanted to get these paddy wagons and the other vehicles into the federal building. So I think that's the ultimate reason. So like they're already backing up. So yeah, that's essentially what it was, guys. They weren't trying to stop them from protesting. I think they were just trying to. Oh shit! They're throwing shit, guys. They're throwing shit at the cops. Oh my god, man, this is. He said I knew how to burn out. Learn how to pop the clutch in college. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh man. See, like this is what I mean. This is not peaceful when you're throwing shit at the cops. Oh shit. Bro, they are unloading. Yep, flashbangs being deployed. Tear gas. Yep. Damn. See, this is when it gets crazy. Yep. Guys, it's getting intense. Tagging, yep, exactly. Like, come on, man. Like, this shit does not help anybody. Oh, is that a... My boy looks like he has like a submachine gun type of pepper ball or something. That shit looks crazy. Wow. That is crazy. Look, that tear gas. That tear gas backing him up real quick. Yeah, then you got people tagging on the wall saying fuck ICE and this and that. Like, man, like, you're just destroying the place that you're fighting for. Like, it fucking make no sense, man. Just makes no sense. Some people do backward shit, honestly. Are fines for resisting gas attacks? Fuck. Oh shit, they got snipers? No. Or is that just people in the building? No, that looked like law enforcement. I mean, yeah, like media's getting pressed out by tear gas and stuff. Hey, some of them are braving it though. Some of them are definitely braving it. Like that lady that's right there, she's just got a mask on and glasses on. She's probably fucking hurting right now. Yeah. There you have it, people. It's getting crazy. It is absolutely getting crazy out there. Yeah, my phone's about to die. I'm gonna have to go grab my charger real quick, cause right here. Are they they shooting again? Oh, they're coming back. They're coming back. This is what was happening in Paramount the other day. This is basically what they were doing in Paramount the other day. Shooting pepper balls and tear gas and stuff and dispersing them, and then they would disperse and come back. So essentially the same thing's going on again. You know, it's basically crowd control. You got more paddy wagons coming in. Again, I really think that they're bringing in detainees. I think these are all some of the... So I guess this federal building is where they're keeping the detainees right now, it seems like. I'm going to do some research once I get off the live today, and once I go back live again, I'll find out exactly where they're keeping some of the immigrant detainees. But I do believe that's why they're protesting here in front of the building. Again, this is live downtown LA in front of the federal building. We got National Guard, DHS. I'm sure they're going to have Sheriff's Department come out soon. I haven't seen any of them yet. But it's already getting active. Shit is getting crazy right now. It looked like they were firing directly at some of the crowd. One of the protesters threw something at one of the officers, and they lit that fool up. Or it looked like they were lighting him up. I don't know if anything hit him, but they started shooting back. Pretty sure they're shooting pepper balls and let me see. And they shoot the gas as always in front then, so they don't run into it. Soft crowd control measures. Agreed. Yeah, because it didn't seem like they were like directly aiming at anybody. You could tell based on some of the markings on the ground that they were just shooting at the ground. And I agree. I think it's actually really, really tactical. I mean, which we obviously know these guys are trained, so you know they're just trying to disperse the crowd. It seemed like they're really trying to do it to get some of the vehicles into the federal building. So they're very coordinated right now. And you got these crazy people, crazy protesters throwing shit at the officers. Like, come on, man. That just don't help nothing by doing that kind of shit. If anything, you're just going to agitate them. And they're just going to want to get rid of y'all with more lethal measures. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, I seen them lighting shit up right now. So I was saying too, one of the officers had like a submachine gun looking thing. And that shit looked like it can hurt somebody. This is a peaceful protest. If it gets violent, then they will react. J6 was violent. Agreed. J6 was violent. Yeah, some people are definitely out there doing some dumb shit. You know, I'm really hoping that the protesters try to keep it peaceful, because we all get that there's a reason why they're out there. Don't be the agitator, you know? And the thing is like one protester might not even be a protester. It might just be somebody in there that's trying to like cause anarchy. It just takes that one person to just start doing crazy shit, and then, you know, other people get agitated and start doing the same, and it just becomes a problem. Especially during these protests, you gotta always have some type of protest leader where they're just, you know, like wrangling people together and just like keeping it peaceful. Black 2.0. Foreign insurrectionists. Oh man. Yeah, mass chaos with no lead, exactly. BLM. Yeah, you know, that was pretty crazy too. I was just talking about that not too long ago. The whole George Floyd thing. when I think that was 2020 when that was the last time National Guard was called out for a situation in California. And it's just because people were rioting and looting and burning shit to the ground, and it just got crazy. Again, it's like you're going to protest something, but at the same time you're burning down your own country. It doesn't make sense. Like, we get that there's a cause, man, but don't fuck up. Come on, man. That's taxpayers' dollars that has to fix it back up. Probably mostly their taxpayer dollar too. So it's like they're doing it to themselves. Be educated, people. Be educated. That's all you gotta do. Don't go in there ignorant. Yeah. 46 of y'all in here. I appreciate y'all for coming in. If you guys are here, definitely hit that like button. It does help. We are trying to get this channel out there a little bit more. I don't really do live coverages too often, but this is right in my backyard, so I felt like it was very necessary and again, kind of in my wheelhouse of things that I've dealt with in my life. So, you know, super important that I cover these kind of things. My boy Van Crocker, Chump 2028. He did say he was going to try to do a third term, right? But yeah, you guys definitely like up the video. I'd appreciate that. We don't ask for anything here. We don't ask for super chats or anything like that. We're just trying to get the channel out there. We're fairly new. We do podcasting. I do review videos. We do a little bit of everything here. Just provide some type of value to the people. All for free, you know what I mean? All for free. I actually love doing this kind of stuff. I did media and things like that in high school, so shout out Crenshaw High. I also did some programs at Loyola Marymount. Cuckoo. Yeah, I was just talking about that too because there's a guy in here that was standing on top of the American flag and trashing it to the ground. I'm like, bro, like you're out here protesting to not be deported from here, but you're over here trashing the country's flag. Like, not only is that a crime, but that is stupid as hell. Like, it makes no goddamn sense that you would do something stupid like that. This thing is like, Trump eats turds for lunch. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. See, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like, people come out here with gas masks. There's a lady that was just like really amping it up, and she had a gas mask. It's like, did you really come to protest, or did you really come to like cause anarchy? If it's gonna be peaceful, then you should absolutely be worry-free about going out there with no mask, because you should never get there. You know what I mean? Hey, this crowd definitely got exponentially bigger. G-Rated was saying earlier that there's a crowd coming from Boyle Heights, so yeah, this might have got here already, because it definitely got bigger. So, you know, there are some people out there holding up their American flag. That's a smart move. Like, don't get me wrong, take your country's flag out there too, but you should absolutely have the American flag out there too. If you want unity, then show unity with both flags. Don't just, you know. I mean, again, lots of ways to do this. My boy should go back to Mexico. I think it's more than Mexico, my friend. I think there's people from all over. I've seen a Salvadorian flag. I think I've seen a Guatemalan flag. So, yeah, it's not just Mexican people. All the Central American Latinos definitely out there. Showing support for their country. I think I've seen a Puerto Rican flag. But either way, again, you guys are more than welcome to voice your opinions in the chat. I read them all. And again, if you guys are in here and enjoying the stream, tap that like button. It definitely helps the stream. Subscribe if you guys are new here. We do have podcastings. We do have some pretty good and interesting topics to talk about. Mostly dating, because that's really where our wheelhouse is. But every now and again, we cover stuff like this. Again, I'm covering it because it's right in my backyard. So. Man. Cuckoo. Unfortunately, there's this is the best country, man. America is the best country, bro. That's why they're here. But I hear you. He said, "Hola, snack bar is out." Is out there, bro. I just seen a guy with a grill out there. This food showed up with a grill, some food. This food's planning on being there for a minute. Eric Van Mulder, you're right. You know, and this crowd is growing bigger right now because when we first started streaming, there was, if I had to guess, maybe like 100 people. But it's definitely getting bigger. We had somebody saying that we had people coming from Boyle Heights to protest, like a big crowd. So seeming like some of that crowd is getting there now. Yeah, it's about to get crazy, and it's definitely about to be a cruel summer, man. You know, it's just beginning right now, and it seems like this is going to be a constant reoccurrence with protests happening, especially if we keep having more ICE raids. I think these protests will become more and more abundant and frequent, so we'll see. I'll definitely try to come back and cover it so that people can see what's going on. Maybe I might go out there myself. We'll see. And he said, waste of their time. Let's see who wins. Yeah, man. You know, everybody has the right to assemble. I just feel like it should just be peaceful at all times. First Amendment. It is your right. And let's be honest, I think majority of the people who are out here protesting, I want to say maybe like 90% of these people are probably American citizens, because I don't think immigrants who are fearful of getting caught by ICE would be out there protesting and possibly getting caught up. Be kind of stupid. Zach, just wait until this is happening in every small town in America. Let's hope it doesn't get there. The military will be acting along with National Guard, or activated along with National Guard. You know, if it keeps getting like this, it will. If it keeps getting more violent and some of these protesters keep doing stupid shit, absolutely I agree with that. Said we can only push people too far and then it snaps. We had a heck of 4 months, man. You know, it's only started. That's the crazy thing. 3 million people in 3 years. That's crazy. Yeah. It's it just got pretty crazy. If you guys weren't in here earlier, it got pretty crazy and heated not too long ago. But I think they were just pushing people back just so they can get some of the federal vehicles into the federal building. Some of them look like paddy wagons, so I do believe they had detainees. Some of them were like armored vehicles, and others were just regular SUVs and sedans. So, you know, I think those are from the raids. I think those are people who got caught up in the raids, and they're bringing them to the federal building. So it's been interesting. The only issue is our governor, no protests. I'm assuming you mean that Gavin Newsom hasn't protested against National Guard coming in, if that's what you mean, living life. Because yeah, there was some flack on his part from protesters saying that, you know, he's just allowing it to happen. But I mean, it's the president. He has certain powers that he can wield around if he feels like the troops or, you know, our law enforcement is in some type of peril. So I mean, again, always two sides to the coin. And depending on which side you're looking at, you might not agree. Let me see where the likes are. I hope you guys are liking it. Hey, thank you guys. We got 15 likes. I mean, that's a plus. That's like almost half of what we got in here, right? I appreciate y'all. Again, we don't ask for no super chats or anything like that up in here. We just ask that you guys come in, commentate, talk about what you guys enjoy about it, and you know, if there's any opinions that you may have, please put it in the comments below. I'll definitely read it out. Again, if you guys are out there protesting yourselves, be safe. Be smart. Don't be ignorant. I live in North Carolina. There's no big push. A lot of illegals out of here. You know, I think one of the things is that I don't know if they're doing raids there in North Carolina, but I know California has been having a lot of ICE raids in the last couple weeks. Really since Donald Trump has been in office. I mean, it started pretty much right away, right? But yeah, I don't know if ICE is doing many big raids out there. I'm sure they will at some point, man. I think he's just kind of, you know, taking it state by state. What'd you say, living life? I bet the governor's still asleep in his in his mansion. He probably is. Nah, I honestly think he's watching this pretty closely, man, because if it gets out of hand, I think he's going to have to obviously do something. If not, you know, just like they were just saying in the comments earlier, you know, military will absolutely be activated if this becomes more and more dangerous for law enforcement and or the protesters, you know, because let's be honest, we don't want nobody to get hurt. And then what else we got? The farmers and factory workers are not keeping their mouths shut. We need them, man. You know, this world was built on immigrants as well as the people who came and conquered. I think we need all of us, man. Is this a parade or a protest? This is so peaceful compared to violent J6 typical Taco Trump overreacting, sending the National Guard. Man, what Leo said, Leo Menendez, MAGA USA. You know, worldwide, it is pretty peaceful. I agree. There has been some contentious points so far. Again, I don't agree with any protesters trying to antagonize any of the law enforcement or National Guard. I don't even really think National Guard should be there. But we have had instances in the last couple protests where people have been getting violent. So, I mean, naturally, they're going to up the reaction. And I think they're just trying to protect not only the citizens, but, you know, the streets and things that people pay their tax dollars for. So, but definitely much more peaceful compared to J6, I think. I mean, people died in J6. That was crazy. Make America Great Again, USA. That's what Leo said. Leo said all those protesters are not acting like yesterday. Laughed my ass off. I wonder why. That's because they started fucking pepperballing people. I think they found out real quick. They weren't playing around. Again, you know, people look. There's this guy in this cap and this white shirt. He's actually telling people, you know, like, hey, stand back, like, give these people space. See, that's what you need. You know what I mean? You got to have people out there trying to keep it peaceful. I've been seeing them walking back and forth, left and right, telling people, hey, like, back up a little bit, you know? Because guys, again, these National Guards, they're just doing their jobs. They're taking orders. You know what I mean? They're serving the country. That's, you know, we can't blame them. Them helps hurt. Them whelps, yeah. They definitely hurt. That's for sure. I've been paintball shot before. That shit is not fun. I used to have a Alpha Black Tipman. Love that gun. But I tell you what, getting shot by it did not feel good. Wait till the sun hits the horizon. Ugh, I hear you. Yeah, bro, because when the sun goes down and people start fucking, you know, dark, under the cover of dark, people get a little wild. I feel like the cover of dark helps them. But I hope they remember LAPD has that night sun, that helicopter. Once that light spots you, man, you done. And not only that, but they got infrared and night vision and all that shit. You can't run. No justice, no peace. Hey,
why can't you stay
Alex, I like that, man.
organised? I've experienced this myself.
We do have to have
and
some
it's called
justice,
chronic
too.
impulse control, where you prioritize.
Again, guys, if you guys are just joining in and hearing my commentary, I'm not pro protesters. I'm not pro ICE raids. I'm not pro any of this stuff. Right now, I am just commentating as somebody who just wants the United States to be united. I want all of our people to be good, man. I do think that we do need some immigration law reform. You know, I don't think it's perfect, and I think it's part of the reason why we have this problem in the first place. But at the end of the day, we're all still human beings, and I think we all have rights. Damn, this girl's going crazy. You see her going crazy at the guy at the white cap, or with the white shirt and black cap? She is going wild, and this guy's just been walking back and forth, just trying to keep the peace, trying to keep a little bit of distance between the National Guard and the protesters. That's what I mean. Like, people like that, like, they just get riled up. Say, oh no, oh no, oh no. I feel like I'm about to rap a song. Yeah, this crowd got way bigger. In the course of like the last 15 minutes or so, it's gotten way bigger. He said, if you don't speak English, leave. Now look, I agree. Look, I feel like, well, maybe not with the leave sentiment. I think that if you don't speak English, you should absolutely learn. Because if you've come to a foreign country to make a better life for yourself, the least you can do is at least try to learn the language. Don't they want to enjoy their Sunday? Fuck, bro. I'm trying to enjoy mine too. I hear you. Hey, but you know what? We also need this kind of thing too, man. You know, there's always going to be people who are going to step up, and maybe this is their way of enjoying their Sunday. But I agree. I'm chilling at home, man. I understand why these people are doing what they're doing. You know, I have close ties to immigrations myself, so I get it. But again, there's peaceful ways of doing things. He said, sure, whatever. Hey, agree, man. I love my peoples. Again, I'm playing a very neutral ground here. You might not like what I have to say, but you know, I'm really not trying to stir up the pot. You know, I really think that what these protesters are doing is absolutely 100% within their right, and they should do it. But I just think it should be peaceful. That's all I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with what they're doing, unless it's violent. Do I like what's going on in this country? Not at all. Do I love my Hispanic people? Absolutely. My family's Hispanic, bro. I love my people. But I also love peace and unity. We need that. Raza. I feel it, man. Look, and I'm glad you're in here commenting, bro. Like, I want people to come in and really, like, voice their opinions. You know? Bro, I listen to so much corridos tumbados. Like, not only that, but most of my girlfriends, my mother of my child is Hispanic. So, like, again, I have close ties to this stuff. People might come in here thinking, like, oh, this guy's just, you know, all for Americans and this and that. But let's be real. At the end of the day, guys, we are in America, right? So, to a certain degree, we have to understand both sides of the playing field. Understanding the entirety of the situation versus just one side is is more important. You gotta, like, there's always, just like they say, there's always two sides to a story. Same thing with situations like this. There's two sides to the situation, you know, and the most important thing we could do is be knowledgeable on it. Is that Gavin Newsom? Am I tripping, or is that Gavin Newsom? Oh, no, it's not. I think he just kind of looked like Gavin Newsom. That's hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Stop the hate, people. I agree. God bless America and all its people. He's like Gavin Newsom. Kind of looks like him, right? Is that him? I don't know if that's him. I don't think so. The image is kind of blurry from that far, so I don't know if that's him, but they're kind of focusing on him like it might be him. I think it is. But Ezra, I think that's how you say your name. God bless all of our people, I agree. Everybody in the world, man. People, we're all just human beings at the end of the day. We're here for such a short period of time, and we go. And when we're gone, really, we're just a fucking speck of dust at the end of the day. So why live it in hate, right? I know I don't. He's at home enjoying the destruction and raising taxes. Oh, man. Well, so far, I mean, it's been pretty peaceful in the last, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or so that's good. The crowd's definitely gotten bigger, and when the crowd gets bigger, you know, it can be a potential for disaster, but it seems like everybody's kind of doing their thing. Everybody's just kind of standing around, showing their signs, chanting. National Guard and law enforcement doesn't seem to be ramping anything up, so yeah, it's looking good right now, guys. So if anything big happens, I'll definitely come back. If you guys are watching this feed is absolutely on YouTube right now, so once I end the live, you guys can definitely go check it out. So once it's over, don't feel like you're gonna be missing out anything, because I'm sure they're gonna be live longer than I am. I do have some things that I have to do today, but I just felt like I had to get on here and at least talk about it and, you know, get people's input. So I appreciate everybody who's been in here, who's commented and, you know, said your piece. You guys are right for feeling how you feel, because at the end of the day, we're entitled to our opinions, and nobody should ever criticize you for it. So you guys have yourself a blessed Sunday. I am going to get out of here. Let me go ahead and switch this real quick. Hey, yeah, you have a good one, Emmanuel. Hey, be safe out there, man. And like you said, viva la raza, man. Like I said, I love my peoples. We also, I do think that we should spread more positivity and not no hate, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, guys, we don't want hate, man. You know, so you guys take care of yourselves, love your family. If any of you guys have people going through this, you guys be safe out there. Thank you guys all for commenting. You guys definitely subscribe if you guys want to come back and check any more coverage, because I'll probably be covering some more. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys. Much love. You guys be safe. Big Joe, Leo, Ezra, Stuper, a lot of you guys. I appreciate you guys, man. Until next time, guys, much love. Peace.